What are you doing, Clive?
Well, I am testing my blanching theory. I'm putting the pieces of pipe with the hinges on there, putting them around my celery. And you want to do that, it's blanching.
Is that what they call blanching for celery?
That's what they call blanching your celery, is to get it out of the sun so it blanches it a whiter piece of celery, and it also makes it sweeter. It's not so bitter.
Usually blanching is cooking, so this isn't cooking.
Yeah, this is different.
It's just the same
And
word.
I'm just putting a piece of duct tape on there to keep it so that it holds up around the celery. But what you do is you bring the leaves up around the, take these two dead ones off, throw them out. This one's kind of small, but it'll still blanch the same way. You leave your tops out so they can get the sun in the water. So just use that little piece of tape.
Now, is this an invention?
This is what I came up with. I don't know if I invented it or not. I probably did. Somebody out there might have already done it. Most people put newspaper around it with a rubber band. But if you get any rainstorms, you know what's going to happen to newspaper or cardboard or any of that. Some of these have really got some nice size to them. So.
And I love celery.
See how nice that celery looks?
Oh yeah, great.
They'll get a lot larger now that they're brought up.
Oh, they'll get bigger too?
Oh yeah, the stalks will get larger. Pull that weed out of there. Not that the plastic pipe darkening it won't keep it from getting any sun, but bring the pipe around so that it covers up your stalks. This is a lot faster than doing it with a newspaper. So it holds it right up nice and tight.
Oh yeah, that looks good. It looks nice too, I think.
Well, the inside of that pipe is black, so it'll help keep it dark in there so that it blanches it nice. All right, there's 3 of them.
How many you got to do?
8.
Okay.
Another pipe here.
Okay, I'm going to scoot over and walk over this little end here.
So there'll be a little bit of space here.
It's a little cooler here too.
But you bring them all up to the top. Nice bunch like that. And you put your pipe up in there. And close your pipe around the outside of your other tube. And just stick a piece of tape on it. Now, if you're wondering how I did these pipes, I did a video in the past showing how to do it. If you look back at some of our other videos, it'll show you exactly. And you want to do this about 2 to 3 weeks before you harvest your celery. And the celery's doing really nice, so it's about time. You can see how nice they're doing. They're going to be just about ready for harvest.
And you can eat the leaves, guys?
Well, what I do is we usually chop it up and dehydrate it for soups, or you can eat the celery stalks the way they are. The leaves I take and put on a cookie sheet and let them dry right out, and then you use a grinder of some sort, coffee grinder, nut grinder, or just chop them up in a blender, and there'll be a fine pieces of celery leaves. They're great in soups once they're dry, and they store very well. Well, we're half done, dear. I've only been out here about 5 minutes. All right, let me see how far I gotta get here. Put the tape here. This one's a good size one here. This will be ready for harvesting. Just got to get them all into the tube. I know this isn't the normal way of blanching, but I'm trying it for the first time. This is the first. I've grown celery before and had no luck whatsoever, but I didn't know what I was doing either. I mean, I was new at gardening. And this has been the best bunch of celery I've ever done. Get it closed up here.
I think a lot of it has to do with the bucket system. I do.
Well,
because
I don't know if it's the bucket system. I didn't know how to blanch or any of that.
Oh, okay, that could be why.
So
I thought maybe bugs could be an issue. I didn't know.
Well, that bugs are an issue. Yeah, I'm not saying they're not, but bugs don't normally attack your celery like other plants. Tube.
Right, here's one.
Yeah, the other two are there. Just wanted to make sure they had all 8. This one's pretty good size for being in such a small bucket. Doesn't take much to grow celery. I mean, these celery pretty much took care of themselves except for the water.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking this garden came out so good that next year, you know what?
You want to add more?
I want to do 2 more. I want to do one for this and one for a rose garden on the front porch. What do you think?
Yeah, let's see.
And then my roses won't get bugs and aphids, and if they do, we'll sick them.
Well, the aphids will be eaten off by the
By the
See, the nice thing about these buckets is if you got a plant growing in one direction, you can just spin it and have it growing in a different direction. But you can see how nice the peppers are doing.
Oh yeah, these are the
These are the Fulgia jalapeno.
and they're not hot.
They're very, very tender, and
I wish I could give
they will turn red when they're fully ripe too.
I wish
but
I
you
could-
can eat them while they're green.
I wish I could give credit to the person because I can't think who it was, but they were making poppers with bacon and
Yeah,
stuff.
they wrap them around the jalapenos, but
So good.
those were
I can't.
hot jalapenos.
They were look so good. That's what I
These are good.
Well, they got 2 in there.
What's that?
There's 2 heads in there. Do you see that?
No, it's all one.
Oh, okay.
It's all one head. I only bought 8.
Well, it looks like 2 to me.
No, it's one.
Oh, I guess, okay. I could be wrong.
Get these other ones up so I can get it closed up around there. This was a big head here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, today is 17th.
I'm not sure.
I believe so.
Retirement, guys. We don't know
17th?
what the day of the week it is.
17th or 18th, and yeah, it's
I think it's the 18th.
either way, the end of the month, I'm going to harvest this celery.
Ooh.
Last one. Let me turn this jalapeno too. See, they're starting to lean, but you can see we've got some really large jalapenos down there. Just have to pull a couple of weeds. That's what I said. The weeding of this garden has been tremendously easy.
Well, it's you don't get discouraged because it's not. You have time to do other things besides.
Well, I might spend 5 minutes about every other day in this garden just to check things, make sure they're all right. We had that heavy windstorm the other day, and it knocked over my beans and my cucumbers.
Yeah, it was.
But they're still doing great. I set them right back up on the trough. And
One of my favorite flowers. Is this squash? What is?
cucumbers, we don't have squash.
Well, okay, that's right. But
We buy squash cheaper than we can grow it.
Yeah, some of my favorite flowers are vegetable flowers.
This stalk is really big too. So it won't take long before they get ready to blanch it. Yeah, some decent eating in soup celery.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Celery soup. I love it.
But you see, it's not all that hard to do the blanching. There's a big weed right there. But as you've noticed that I weed beginning of June, and we're already halfway through July, and I've only had to pull out 2 or 3 weeds. So I mean, it's a very easy garden to maintain, especially if you don't have a whole lot of time. All right, and that little duct tape will keep the wind from taking my plastic pipes.
Is this all of it done?
That was it.
Oh, great. That didn't take long.
You spent the whole time with me doing it. I'm going to move that Fuji jalapeno in. So I said it's so easy to take care of your garden. If the sun's making it lean one way, usually I stake these up, but I ran out of stakes.
If you're new to our channel, there's a playlist for the bucket system if you want to see how Clay built it. We just love it. It just works out great for us. Or rain gutter system, you know, people call it different things.
These are the mini bell peppers that you get in the store. The ones that are the red, the yellow, and green. They're all doing really well.
He just took the seeds from the store and
dried them out. You eat the pepper, take the seeds, put them on a paper plate, let them dry for about a week, and then once the seeds are dry, you put them in a paper envelope. Mark the envelope, seal it, and then the next year you've got your peppers for the season.
oh yeah,
But
wow.
these jalapenos it's loaded.
It's loaded is right.
There's a lot of peppers on there, and a lot of big peppers too.
Don't throw your seeds away from anything if you're a seed saver, because you know.
Each generation gets stronger.
And look how beautiful that looks. And it's easy.
And I spent 15 minutes blanching my celery. I've been eating the cherry tomatoes left and right too as my snack for the day. I think I ate them all yesterday. There was only 3 of them.
And I'll tell you something else you can do. If you know somebody that's a senior citizen, or maybe they're handicapped, you could build the system for them, couldn't they? And help. That would be a blessing to them. Give them something.
Give them
positive.
Enough room to get their wheelchair or their walker in between rows, and it gives them some incentive to get out and do something.
Change their life.
Sitting in the house and watching television or anything like that.
Yeah. So this is wonderful for seniors and anybody. You know, really anybody. Of busy moms. But you know, if you love the system,
if you work for the state or you work in a factory, or you only have to come out here for 10 minutes.
Look how beautiful this is, and it's pretty. It actually looks pretty too. I think.
Well, you can see how nice everything's growing to my height. I'm 5'6", and you can see most of this stuff is. And I'm picking from standing up. I'm not bending over, hurting my back.
And you could change the height of the containers if you have to.
You can have this bucket system 3 feet in the air if you want, if you're really tall.
I mean,
you can have it a foot off the ground if you're short.
And ours was a little neglected in the sense that we started late this year because of the snow, because we're in upstate New York. Plus, Clay had the surgery, so we still have things. We're still taking care of some weeds back there, but the bucket system was just so easy. It was.
I'm beginning to think those are squash.
Okay, let's look what's in here. This was
they might be those 8-ball squash, or we threw a lot of different things out to them chickens. See, there's one right there.
Is it a squash? Well, it's okay. I'll be happy.
Squash or a pumpkin.
Oh, it looks like a pumpkin. It's round.
Well,
might be.
Could be
we'll
a Hubbard,
find out.
Could be a Hubbard squash too.
Yeah, we don't know what's in here, but it doesn't matter because if we can eat it, we'll eat it.
Because we threw the Hubbard seeds out to the chickens. Remember?
Mm-hmm. And look how pretty that is.
I may have to once it starts getting some size to it, I may have to go get one of your bras and put it underneath the squash to keep it from ripping the plant down.
That's okay.
Hanging it on a fence. There's another one right there. See how nice?
Because if you guys don't know, if he takes out my bras and uses them for vegetables or mass.
Well, just make a sling. You can use an arm sling or anything.
No. I'm saying this for a reason.
Hook them.
You don't get saggy if you don't wear a bra. That's a myth. It's actually good for your body and things, but of course, you know, we want to go with society, you know. But just in case you didn't know that, because a lot of women don't.
But we've got a bigger plant in there. I can't see it very well. I'm not sure where it was, but it was in that area. I don't see it from underneath because the leaves are so
They're
large.
probably, yeah. So if you know
But
exactly
this
what
one
these
here,
are, let us
This one here
know.
will be easier for us to maintain and keep track of. But you can see how tall they are.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
6
it's
feet
cool.
high, going right up the fence.
Well, and now you told me, because
If we Hubbard squash, we're in trouble because that's a lot of squash.
these are flowers from milkweed, right?
Yep.
That'll bring in the monarchs if you don't.
But you can see how the
Oh, yeah, look
tomatoes
at
are
this.
doing. I got to turn them so that they get. Well, I'm going to leave that one because I got both these tangled together. So there's.
Oh, and I love fried green tomatoes, guys. Oh my goodness, they're
But
so
you can see some
good.
of the sizes on these tomatoes. They're doing really well.
Hey, we'll have to make some fried green tomatoes.
I would rather pickle them.
I love the fried green
pickled
tomatoes.
green tomatoes.
Oh, they're so good.
We got to come out and clip these.
Yeah, the broccoli didn't do that great, did it?
Before the broccoli flowers, we got to cut it down.
Yeah, I don't know. It just...
Broccoli didn't do as well as I wanted it to. Of
But-
course, it was we didn't have the water in the spring. It was always hot weather.
Well, you
And
could...
it bolted quick.
It might be more of a fall crop, and it just got too hot.
Well, you can plant now
Yeah,
for a fall crop.
but this stuff here is...
These cauliflower, I may have to tie the tops up so that they blanch.
Yeah.
Because that's how you blanch cauliflower too.
Okay, you tie up the tops
You
like...
tie the tops. You'll take the top leaves
Okay.
and you just kind of.
Can you eat the cauliflower leaves?
I don't know. I don't think so, but.
Because we were talking...
But what you do is you
go ahead.
put
Sorry.
a rubber band around here to hold them together, and it blanches the head of the cauliflower white
It's pretty cool.
and keeps it from the bugs getting it too.
And this man's been going double because he's been taking care of me. And
the
because of
farm.
my hand, because my wrist, which is almost done, and then he's been taking care of everything, so he's
How are
been
the
doing
berries
double.
doing? The blackberries,
Oh, I went over and had a few the other day. We'll walk over there.
thornless. Seeing it's cooler this morning.
Oh yeah,
It'll be hot this afternoon though.
I know. It's been
We're
really
gonna
good.
have to pick some of these berries and do an IQF, which is individually quick frozen. You put them on a cookie sheet in the freezer, and when they're frozen, then you take them out and put them in a bag and keep collecting them that way every day.
Apples too. Here, guys, you can see the apples coming on.
Some of these are kind of small in this end.
Well, we didn't work on half the stuff because there's things I do that
Well,
I just but we knew it at the beginning of the year.
These.
We knew at the beginning of the
spring.
year. Oh, we knew at
But
the
you,
beginning
that's a
of the
pretty
year.
good size. It's almost as big as my thumb.
Because usually I'm out here picking berries and doing things, and so this year the bird's going to get a little bit more maybe. Hey, excuse me. You got me right behind you.
See, they're growing. There's a
Where's
lot.
mine?
Here, you can have them too.
I can't get it. I got one hand down and the other hand on camera.
How's that?
Mmm.
They're really sweet.
Oh yeah.
But you see, we've got a lot of them. And the nice thing about these berries is they don't all come on at once. They come on a few at a time, and they just keep on coming.
Got apples. This apple don't look that good, but hazelnuts, which are coming on.
These hazelnuts are 4 years old this year.
Yeah, they're really good. Last year was the first year we got seeds, or the seeds, nuts.
Yep.
So it took about 3 years. But it'll be loaded. And then we got peaches, apricots, plums, goji. We got honey, grapes. You can build a lot. Like we say, big or small, you can be a backyard farm. You don't have to have a lot of land.
These are goji berries. These are high in antioxidants. So if you wanted to make a pie, you take some of these and some of that
A lot of people dry them for like
them
snacks.
berries.
Yeah.
Very good.
He likes them. I'm not big on them. I love the Concord grapes and the other grapes.
They've got kind of a medicine-y taste, but not bad.
There's my crocodile over there hiding in the grass.
Grapes are doing well.
He's fake. Okay.
Yeah, I saw a big bunch of them.
Yeah, they, you know, we got to kind of lift them up. I know they're kind of weird this year, aren't they? But we really went after them last year to prune them back.
Yeah, we clipped them right
Yeah,
down.
there's some coming in.
Yeah,
They're
there's
coming in.
There's a bunch of them down below here.
See if we can get them in the film.
Where my hand is.
Oh, I can't see your hand.
You have to get down a little bit, dear.
But there's a lot bigger than the ones over there. How big?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them there.
Yeah. Guys, you can't see too good because I'm having trouble. Trust me, there's big clusters under here.
Which is good.
There you go. Sorry, guys.
These are the Catawba. They've got a few grapes on them. Not a whole lot, but this was a smaller vine.
Yeah, well, this one got damaged one time, remember? This vine, and then
Yeah,
I had
I hit the
when it was a
main
baby.
root with a
When it was,
lawnmower.
but these ones have a nice taste too, but I love the Concord.
These taste more like grapefruit to me.
Yeah, they have a definitely, but they're good.
They're pink.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Really good.
But if we expanded this, we'd probably have a whole vineyard.
Yep.
Well, we got more time now because Clay's retired. He retired only to have to take care of me also.
And to catch up all my work.
I know. It's all right.
It looks like after that rain, I'm going to have to mow again.
Hey, is that water going in that bucket over there?
I shut it off. You had to open the tank.
Okay, because I saw that. And I love these flowers here. Anybody know what the names of these are? I know they're weeds, but I like them. Wildflowers. Okay, guys. I guess we'll end it here because we're coming to the end of the road.
You should do it with the rain.
No, you mean forsythia.
And the other.
Oh
elephant
yeah,
ears
these are going to be a house. We're going to bring these inside. These are
elephant ears.
elephant ears, and they get really huge. And we had, like I said, we had a late start this year, but that's okay.
I didn't get them planted until end of May, 1st of June.
Yeah, everything was
And
really.
they should have been planted the end of April.
And there's a lot, like I said, there's more to do. Once my hand is done, hopefully we'll be able to do a lot more, guys. More fun stuff for you, but we'll see how things go. Okay, guys. Clay, turn around and to say the words. Remember,
Remember, big or small, you too could be a backyard farm. Join us again, and God bless. Bye-bye.